or maybe a hen, just being a woman, so that I can't say a woman, just being a female being. So it's being okay. Compassion? Exactly. Compassion follows action. I just don't feel
or maybe
sorry
a
for
hen,
honeybees. Just being a woman, so that
sorry about cows.
I can't say a woman. Just being a female
I take an
being.
action. What
So
can I do? Right now, what can I do? I don't wait for government
compassion
to pass some billing so that no animal has to be slaughtered.
Compassion follows
They will do
action.
that. What is my work?
I just don't feel
Or maybe
sorry.
a hen. I can stop consuming milk. Yes, I can say to my husband, to my in-laws, to my parents, I can have a stage, I can share with everybody. This is what each one of you can do. That's how we stand for animals. That's how we really show our love to animals. What if your mother says she loves you, and also she will say she don't even take any action for your growth or for your safety? What does it mean? Does it really says any, like, does it make sense that they love you? No, right? Love follows responsibility. Love follows action. Love follows a lot of effort. True? So yes, so let us all live and let live. This is what I wanted to say. And plant-based food is very, very important to our growth and also for entire universe right now. Choose plant-based food. Be a happy, happy person. In every way possible. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. It's very easy. First step to attain that one step. Because Patri sir always says, if there is himsa, meditation cannot balance. Okay? I hope everybody today, you want to ask some questions? Yes, but before that I want to say, today whenever we go to Annadana, there will be many items, but choose plant-based foods. Okay? Maybe today, tonight, tomorrow afternoon, give a try. I am surviving very, very happily, more than ever. So I think you too can do. Yeah. Yes. Yes, you can choose not to. It's so easy. There will be something. See, how many of you don't like, maybe I can say, bitter gourd? Maybe, right? There will be in Annadana bitter gourd. What will you do? You skip, go to next. You chose plant-based, skip it, go to next. That's what you can do. They will do what they want. Always think about yourself, never about others. When there is a discussion going on, when there is something somebody is speaking, only you just listen for yourself. They will take their own decisions. It takes time. It takes a lot of group consciousness for this entire pyramid valley to take action. Okay? But what you can do? You can skip ghee, go for next. You can skip buttermilk, go for next. That one step makes a lot of difference. Take every step possible. Take every step. I choose a lipstick which will not have. It's okay. It won't last for a long. I choose it. I choose only plant-based. No animal involves. That's my step. What do you choose today? Choose. I skip silk. I don't want silk. That's one more step of mine. Every single step matters. I want this 10 minutes. That's my step. Okay? Then what are you going to do? Today morning, every one of us said, we just gave love to universe, isn't it? We said, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. How? We can make it just because of our way of life. Okay? I hope we make it clear, like what's plant-based food and how to live happily without interfering in animals' lives. Okay? Thank you so much.
Amazing. So, since morning we're talking about choices in different aspects of life. So moving forward, we have the most awaited session of the day. So I would like to invite Paripatri ma'am. She is going to speak a lot about creating your own reality in different domains of life. So we welcome you, ma'am.
Okay, hi guys. My lipstick is vegan. My makeup is vegan and I'm not wearing silk. And I should have got my bag, it's vegan bag. We spend so much money on brands. You all know Louis Vuitton, Burberry stuff, all made by exclusive calf skin. Exclusive, they write it, very rare calf skin, lamb skin. They shed the skin and they make bags and they make belts, shoes. There are great companies that do vegan bags, exclusive stuff, made with apple skin, by the way. With apple skin, they make bags. Yeah, cactus. So we have choices. Let's give a big round of applause to Vaishnavi. For such an amazing session, and talking about plant-based living takes a lot of courage in this world, because you will be ridiculed, you will be like, what are you talking? So make a choice. Don't get into the herd mentality. Buy the bags, expensive brands. They're all made on dead animals, grief, on screams, on death. And we don't want that. We want love and compassion. The reason you're here today tells me that you want love, you want compassion. So, okay, how are you guys? Awesome? Yeah? Enjoying? Where are you from? Anantapur. I came through Anantapur, yes, day before. How many of you are new to meditation? Okay, wonderful. What made you choose this place, come to this event? Okay. Has anything cleared so far? Clearing? Little. Okay. Okay. So today, start the presentation. This place is very high vibrational. The food is high vibrational. The food comes from the organic farms, grown in-house. Was there a session on pyramids today, or a little bit? So you know the power of pyramids? Yeah? So where there are pyramids, the whole entire area rises. There's a lot of science to it. Today we will not cover that. Today I'm going to share a lot of stuff. So be very attentive. No phones. Silence your phones. Oh yeah. Oh my God, I was like, no phones. How are you guys living? Awesome? Is it fun? Great. So no phones. So I have all your attention. That's rare. So, Prithvesh. Okay. So today what I'm going to share is something very personal to me, something that will absolutely change your lives. This next 1 hour is going to transform your lives. So just be with me. My name is Pari. I live in US right now, in California. I'll just share a brief intro about who I am before they begin the presentation. I was born and brought up in Hyderabad. And I did my schooling, my engineering. Anyone from Hyderabad? Okay, there's only 1, 2. Okay, 3. I went to MGIT, Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technology for engineering. And then in 2004, I went to US. Hi, Neha. I went to US for masters. As everyone, I didn't know what I wanted to do. All I wanted to know was I wanted to enjoy my life. So my uncle said, come to US and study. So I said, yeah, of course. I want adventure. I was born in meditation. My whole family was into meditation. My father, he left his job when I was probably 6 or 7 years old. And since then, all I knew was this, the codes that you're seeing, that was my life. There was no temple. I never went to a temple or did puja. All I knew was we are gods, we can manifest our lives. That's all I knew. And now every dhyani children are having my life, are growing up like that. I'm sure Nikhil and Vaishnavi as children have grown up like that. So that's all I knew, that I am a god and I can create my reality. I didn't know how, I didn't know the recipe, I didn't know what, but I just knew that. And of course I did live my life like that. I used to create what I want, have adventure and all that. But as I was growing up, when I was in teenage, then I was like, okay, I need to party. I need to have friends, real friends. In the sense like, my friends didn't understand what I was talking in engineering. They didn't understand what meditation was or what you create your own reality was. So I was like, okay, you know what, maybe I wanted to fit in that society. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be part of that group. So, of course, what I did was, I forgot all this and I said, and this was even little bit, even when I was here, at least the environment was meditation, because my home was, when I go to home, there will be 100 new people and there will be meditation. So I knew what meditation, I still had that crowd. So even engineering, I was fine. And then I went to US and that's when my life changed. I was surrounded by people who didn't believe in love, in compassion. I was surrounded by meat. In my extended family, you open the fridge, there was meat there. And all my life I never saw meat. All my friends were vegetarians because I grew up in the spiritual community. So there's a lot of shockers that were coming in my way. And so I was ridiculed. I was saying, you're crazy, you're mad, the world doesn't work this way. You may have all heard such statements in your life through your friends or family. And also I never saw money in my life until I went, because everything is free. So there was no money in the house. So I believed that money and spirituality cannot go together. That was my belief system. And of course I wanted to earn money, show my family how big I am, how successful I am. So I had to get a job, had to buy a home, all the standard milestones we all have. So I did masters in mechanical and then in Chicago. And then I went to, I moved into IT, of course, because there's no jobs in mechanical. You all know that. And then I did SAP. So I did SAP and I moved and I worked in corporate, IBM, for about 15 years. I was doing very well. I was very ambitious. Even now, of course, very ambitious. I have to achieve. I have to prove my worth. I'm better than a man. I can do, all the women probably can relate to it. That nothing, I'm equally important, or even rather more. So constantly being on my toes, working towards my goals. I was doing exceptionally well. What's happening, Bandu? Acha. Not compatible? HDMI? Mac direct HDMI undi. Sorry. So I went into my rat race. I had a great job, nice pay. I manifested that. I will tell you in the story how I manifested. Maybe that's something that you would want to listen. How you manifest a job. I'll talk about that. I manifested my husband. When I proposed to him, he rejected me thrice. This is true story. He rejected me thrice. First time he rejected, I didn't listen. I proposed again. Second time rejected. I didn't listen. I proposed again. Now third time did the charm. After third time, like, okay, fine. And then I left him. And I was, at that time, I didn't have, I was not, I didn't know who I was. I didn't have this confidence. Today I'm standing and talking like this. There was a time where I couldn't speak before. I was a people pleaser. I would only speak what Neha would like to listen, what Nikhil would like to listen, because I didn't have confidence in me. I was such a people pleaser. So he said no. I said okay. In that grief, you know what grief is when you get rejected. So I was in that grief. And in that grief, one of my old friend came and proposed to me. And I said, okay, somebody loves me. And I said yes to that boy. And the moment I said yes, he came back. Full filmy story. So that's my story. So I'm married to him now. His name is Mihir. He's from Bombay. So that's another great drama that happened. Of course, if I knew who I was, if I had clarity in life, I could have avoided a lot of drama in my life. But I had to go through that drama. A lot of emotional ups and downs. Listening to sad songs again and again and again and again. The song I used to listen was, you know the song in Masti, Dil De Diya Hai Jaan Bhi. That song again and again and again. You all might have experienced that. Yes? So, well, that is part of life. That is how we learn. Those are the emotions. And he came back. He said, okay, now I think I love you. I know. Now that I left him, now he got the value. So he came back and we got married. After that, when I was in corporate, again, I was doing well. I was having a lot of, making good money. But I was not getting my soul food. Something I was missing. So this is your journey. This will go. Now you will get everything. You get your job, the love of your life. And then you be successful. You will have a nice, luxurious house. You will have friends that talk about food, politics, movies, parties. Saturday night, I used to, in Saturday night, if we are home, it is something, oh my gosh, something is missing. Why are nobody calling us? Why is nobody inviting us? Maybe nobody likes us. Saturday night, Friday night, something has to happen. Do you feel that? Yeah? If you feel alone, is there something is wrong with us? We are wasting away time. We are youth. We have to do something. And I used to be in that feeling as well. Like maybe nobody likes us. Why are we not invited? And somebody invites. Why didn't they tell us? You know, again the drama starts. Right? The drama again starts. Why didn't they tell us? Why didn't they include us? So much drama in everyday life. If it was Monday night and you sit alone, no problem. But if it is Saturday night, it is a problem. So the time dictates our moods. The time around us, the environment dictates our moods. And that was my life as well. And my husband, of course, he was not into meditation. The reason why he said no to me was he thought I'll become sannyasi. He thought I'll become sannyasi, so he said no. He didn't understand what meditation was. Like most young people do think. Meditation means for retirement. Meditation means for some diksha you take and go. But truly meditation is partying. Meditation is celebration. Meditation is actually living life, not killing away life. Because I remember at work I used to sit and just watch the time. When will that 9 becomes 4 or 5, I leave the thing. It's like you killing away time. And that's not life. You don't be in a career that you kill away life. So that's how my journey, then there's another incident. I'll tell you the story, how it's going to be a story time. Okay, I'll share my stories and I'll talk about how I got here, how I created my reality, and how you can change your life today. We'll talk about that. So you create your own reality. The topic they gave me was to talk about this. How to unleash your potential and embrace your unique imprint. We'll talk about that. How can you, in schools and colleges, talk about innovation, creativity, and stuff like that. But how do you really harness that power within you? Next, please. So again, this is for students, young professionals, aspiring leaders, aspiring coaches, mentors, and teachers. Anybody? You guys connect? Yes, aspiring coach and leader there, teachers there. So students, so this presentation is for them today. Next slide, please. So today we're going to talk about how to move through painful emotions to reclaim yourself and turn your excuses to success stories. We're going to talk about that because I know there are some painful emotions that we all go through, especially this age, because I've been through that. Very, very real, painful. Maybe the older people will be like, ridiculous, it's okay. But for us, it is real. It is real pain. So how do you move through that and reclaim your power? And how do you powerfully attract the life that you truly, truly desire? Not you desire, you truly desire in the core. What do you want? What not your parents want, what your society wants, teachers want, what you want. Now you may ask, Pari, I don't know what I want. We'll get to that. Okay, how you can get clarity in life, and then how to overcome anxiety, fear, and step into your power. How do you do that? Next, please. So again, who am I? I'm just gonna, next slide. Next. Okay, so I am an executive coach. Actually, I started a company. I quit my job and I was like, I couldn't sit. So I'll tell you that story. So after I went into corporate life, I was like I felt like my blood was sucking away. My soul was sucking away. I couldn't stay there. I remember it was a great job, great pay. I could live so comfortably. Everything was perfect. But I would sit in front of the computer and I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I working for somebody? What is this I'm doing with my life? I got so, like frustrated in life. I used to live in Maryland at that time. So I used to go office. I would say I'm sick, and I used to go to a Telugu movie. I never watch Telugu movies because why? I'll tell you, they are all male dominated. That's why I don't watch. Right? The girl comes and shows her skin and goes off. That's all it is. So no Telugu movies I watch. I watch Hindi movies. Now Nikhil is not happy. But isn't that true, girls? Isn't it all male domination? It's all, bro, I watched. It's all about Pawan Kalyan. It's about him and his style. There's nothing in there. So, but I went to I don't even remember what that movie was. I was the only person in the theater. And I'm just sitting and watching. Because I don't know what to do with my life. Why am I I work so hard to, US. Go there as student, visa, green card, job, survival, all those problems. I went through all of that, spent so much of money. And I'm sitting in the theater and thinking, what am I doing in my life? And after that, and that went like a week or two, because if I had to quit my job, it's a big deal. Where will the money come from? But I couldn't stay. Somehow I knew I can make much more money than that. I knew that. But I didn't have a plan. I didn't know plan B or A, what I will do quitting my job. So I quit my job. I gave 2 weeks resignation. I told my husband, I'm quitting my job. He was in a little shock. Like, what is happening? But of course, he supported me. And he said, okay, It's your life. It's your decision. Because I was working since my childhood. Like since my college, I was always working. I never took a break. And that was the first time I took a break. I never knew what is financial dependency is because I was always earning money. And the first time I quit my job, now I'm dependent on my husband. And then I decided what to do. Then I started a company, a women's empowerment company, to teach about you create your own reality, subconscious mind reprogramming. So what my belief is that every woman should be financially independent, no matter how much her father is rich, husband is rich, boyfriend is rich, children are rich. Every woman should be financially independent and doing what she loves. Now I expanded to men also, not just women. Doing what you love. You don't need to struggle in life. You don't need to do something you don't like. There is always opportunity to create a career doing what you love. And that's exactly what I've done, and I'm going to share that with you guys. So also, so I quit my job and I started this, and it was, when I saw there was walls there, suddenly doors were opening. Possibilities were opening because I believed in myself and I jumped in. I didn't know where I was jumping, but I jumped. And I'll tell you how you can do that, what are the tools you can utilize. So things started changing. I've started doing retreats now, started working, coaching, one-on-one coaching, mindset training, corporate trainings. Now finally I'm going back to corporate as a stress management teacher, not as a consultant. I was so happy. Finally I'm there doing what I love in the corporate. So that's how my journey started. But again, meanwhile, I was also working with PSSM in USA, more involved there in creating events, doing meditation classes. So in 2019, the thought came, and 20 it manifested. PSSM Global, Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement Global, started with the mission to take the message of meditation, plant-based living and pyramid energy to the entire world. Today we have about 25 to 30 countries practicing meditation and teaching meditation. Today we have PYMA Mexico, PYMA Canada, PYMA UK, PYMA USA, PYMA India. 5 countries we have. So you go to Mexico, you have friends there. You go to UK, you have friends there. That is the community, the group that you are connected with now. The group that you're connected is not an ordinary. It is the highest consciousness, high vibrational, and which we talk about, we connect with souls, not male or female. There's no male or female here. It is soul energy. It is soul connections. Because we all come from different planets, different star systems. We are all from different star systems. We chose Earth to have a physical experience of emotions. But when we come here, we forget who we are. We are identified with our body. I am female, I am male, I am this, I am that. But truly, with meditation, you rise above all of that. You rise above that and you connect through a soul level. And that is, of course, we may call that as twin flames, soulmates, so many names are there. But truly, it's not one person. I and Vaishnavi are soulmates. I and Vishwa are soulmates. So it's not one special person. That is again a myth. Oh, I have to find my soulmate. No, there are so many soulmates. We are all group consciousness. So group come together. And I wouldn't say my husband, I would say my friend. I'm journeying with a friend. Just because you're my boyfriend doesn't mean you have to call me 100 times to prove that you love me. Again, there's freedom. There has to be freedom in relationships. I've seen so many Telugu movies talk about. I saw one movie and I'm like, I have to. There's one movie called Solo Bratuke So Better. Chusara? In that movie, the whole movie is that if you marry a girl, your freedom is gone. That is a underlining story of that movie. But why a freedom is gone? You write the rules. My girlfriend should wait for me when I come back from office, cook food for me and give, call me 10 times. These rules who have written? Why should anybody do anything for you? Just because it is your girlfriend or boyfriend. Just because you marry that person. Nobody has to do anything for you. You do it because you want to do. You cannot make anybody happy. Nobody can make you happy. Nobody can make you sad. Happiness is a choice. You have to decide to be happy. No matter what happens today, this works or not, I am happy. So we have to decide, make the decisions about happiness. It is not, when you decide to give that power away to the other person, that if she does this or if he does that, then I'm happy, you are creating a rule book. Then where is the freedom? There's no freedom there. So we have to short film, another short film on this, on freedom, youth and freedom. You all have to watch the short film Nikhil has made, a beautiful short film. It's in Telugu, it should be translated in every language. So, and everybody should do a short film. We should again make a competition of that. So anyways, we started the thing, and again, when I got, again in my life, I told you, right, I was a people pleaser. So I couldn't speak my truth. I couldn't express who I was and what I liked. Even if I go to a restaurant, if somebody asks me, what do you want? Whatever you like. Can anybody relate to that? I didn't even know I had a choice to tell what I like. Whatever you like, just order. And that is how it begins. To give away power, to be a people pleaser. And I could feel whenever I suppressed my truth, the energy would go into my stomach. I could feel that. The energy is going. It's that I'm just drinking away. Because all my life I learned from my parents, from my father, that never suppress emotions. Always express them. Whether it is love or anger. Express them. Don't suppress them. And all I was doing is suppressing those. And it was going into my stomach. And doctor said I couldn't be pregnant at that time because my fallopian tubes were blocked. So I couldn't get, and I know I created that with my own eating of my energy, with my own blocks. I created those blocks in my life. But that is when my shift started, and I started learning about energy. I started how I can change. Now physical, I have to change. It's not something manifesting a job or something that I've already done. But now physically, how can I get out and create children now? This is something even bigger. So, but today I have two beautiful children, healthy, very happy children, and it all manifested because of the tools that I'm going to share with you. Next slide, please. Okay, so here is where it is, guys. Whatever your subconscious mind believes, your reality must express. That is the core. If you understand this, your trip to valley is successful. If you understand this point. Whatever you see in your life, whether it is wealth, relationships, health, money, experiences, whatever you're seeing, it is a reflection of who you are. It is your thoughts, your belief systems, your energy, your frequency, and how are these formed? 5 things. 5 things are formed by your frequency. One is thoughts. What kind of thoughts? We'll talk about the thinking patterns. Belief systems. I'm very ugly. My language is not good. I'm not confident. I don't get jobs. I'm unlucky. What belief systems you hold about yourself? What concept do you hold about yourself? I'm only worth 12 lakhs per annum. That is a concept that you hold. Okay? What concepts that you hold about yourself is reflecting. So thoughts, belief systems, the food that you eat. Vaishnavi talks so beautifully about that. The food that you eat becomes chemicals. It is your metabolism. That creates frequency. Even in vegetarianism, if you eat every day aloo, what will happen? Gas. Every day aloo you eat, so much oily food you eat, what will happen? It will affect your brain activity. You'll sleep. But if you eat fresh leafy vegetables, nuts, raw food, you're more active. So it's not, being a vegetarian doesn't mean just eating, again, as she said, junk food. You have to be mindful about what you eat. Eating food with prana, microwave food, no. You kill, it is dead food when you microwave food. Especially I see in US, mothers microwaving milk in plastic bottle. They put in the microwave that. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you're feeding that to the child. So, because again, plastic has chemicals in it. Go with glass. If you have a bottle, go with glass. Glass is clear. It has no programming in it. If you drink plastic water, it has programming in it, chemicals in it. So food is, again, food, what you take, the water, always have water, pyramid water. Take a glass of water, put pyramid on top of it. And you can write on the glass what you want, health. Whatever that, be very precise. Be very precise on what you want to manifest in life. Today, I don't think we'll have time to talk about that, but in next time. So this is something, high vibrational water, high vibrational food you drink. Before you eat food, what do? You bless the food. Gratitude, thank you. Thank you plants. Thank you earth for giving me this amazing food. Then the frequency of the food changes. It becomes high vibe. Thank you the farmer who brought that food to you. So gratitude. Fourth one is your environment. So the moment I decided to create my life, to be pregnant or to have a job, I removed like if I'm trying for a job. If I have friends talking like, "Arey, jobs are so tough. There are no jobs there." I want to create a job, but this is a conversation contradicting to what I want to create. So do not indulge in those conversations because they are lack. You want to create something of abundance. Don't indulge into conversations that create lack. That are of poverty mindset. There are two kinds of consciousness, poverty and abundance. And they are two sides of the same coin. You can either be in poverty or you can either be in abundance. You cannot be both in one time. You can either be pregnant or not pregnant. You cannot be some pregnant. Can you be little pregnant? Yes, somebody said yes. Who said yes? I would like to know that. How can you be little pregnant? So you can either be in scarcity or you can either be in abundance. You can either think I'm manifesting, or you'll be like, I don't have time, I don't have degrees, I have to get this, I have to get that. So you have to decide where you will be. Always being in abundance consciousness creates miracles in life. This is called miraculous thinking. So environment. Take away, I took away all those people who would say no. No, you cannot manifest. No, it is tough. No, it is not possible. Nobody can tell me what I can do and I cannot do. I will decide. I am a creator. And don't say no with rebellion mindset again. Don't be like rude to them. Be with compassion. Again, that's important. Don't just ridicule your parents or somebody who say that. Say, I understand that is your fear, but this is my reality. I will create my reality. Be with compassion. Don't be rude. That's not again a Buddha quality if you're rude. And the last one is your breath. How you're breathing. The power to your inner source. Your emotions. We'll talk a little bit about emotions today. Today I'm covering a lot of topics, so everything is connected. So again, yeah, what are your beliefs? This is the most important thing. What stories are you telling yourself? What stories are you telling yourself? What are your triggers? So why are stories so important? There's a book called Your Inner Conversations Create Your Reality by Neville Goddard. Must read book. Your Inner Conversations